Judge orders prosecution to prove Bradley Manning intended to aid the enemy. Colonel Denise Lind ruled that the government has a burden to prove that the soldier aimed to inflict harm on the United States when he sent materials to the whistleblower website, that being WikiLeaks. Although Manning admitted his role and pleaded guilty to a number of specifications presented by the military this year, Army prosecutors were not satisfied with the plea. Manning has been held in pretrial confinement since May 2010, when he was apprehended in Iraq on suspicion of providing WikiLeaks with a trove of government documents. Now, yes, he admits there was some wrongdoing on his part, maybe more than a little wrongdoing. But the WikiLeaks documents they received, some of it was pretty damning information, other was pretty inconsequential. But what this article is showing us is that they want to come down hard on whistleblowers. I believe it was last year the ATF came out and said, hey, if you snitch on this Fast and Furious program, we're going to have some sanctions for you. And it's more the same with this guy. Yeah, he admits he did some wrongdoing, but they're trying to throw the book at him just because he's a whistleblower. Bitcoin crashes over 50% just one day after a bold prediction by Mike Adams of Natural News. Now, if you guys may remember, Mike was on the show a day or two ago, and he gave some predictions to Alex, which actually came true quite quickly. Bitcoin crashed today from 266 to a low of 105 in a rapid-fire free-fall market crash pattern, erasing $1 billion in currency valuation in a matter of hours. The real story is that the crash was almost certainly caused by a covert central bank stress test in the pliability of the Bitcoin market. And you can see the graph right there of the crash. Wednesday's wild ride came as someone gave away thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoins on Reddit. Bitcoin billionaire is almost certainly not a friend of Bitcoin. He is likely working for the central banks. And I would not be surprised at all. Now, at this point, we can't prove that this was a central banking takeover. But for those of you who are not aware of what Bitcoin is, it's a online currency, a digital currency. That's probably much more accurate. A digital currency that's not controlled by a central banking system, who has fiat currency that's not backed by any type of gold or any type of valuable asset. It's just, central banks just make money out of thin air. Bitcoin was a new way to share money, and, it had some problems. They had some hack attacks and other things. I'm still interested in the concept of a currency like Bitcoin, maybe not that particular currency, but maybe one in the future when they have better safeguards. In the digital age, it's going to be very hard to protect things like that, but it's hard to protect your money if it's in the bank. Even if you have gold and silver at your house could burn down. So there's no one-size-fits-all answer to your currency needs, but I'd like to see something like that in the future.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.